Why the Vatican locked away the original Book of Revelation. You've probably heard the story. That deep inside the Vatican's secret archives, behind yards of reinforced concrete, guarded by men with the highest possible clearance, sits the real Book of Revelation. An original uncut version so raw and shocking that the Church has kept it under lock and key for centuries, terrified of the truths it holds. It's an incredible story, the kind that fuels conspiracy theories and late-night documentaries. It taps into that nagging suspicion that the people in charge aren't telling us everything. But the real story is so much more fascinating, and it isn't hiding in a vault. It's hidden in plain sight, scattered across dozens of ancient manuscripts, each with its own incredible history. So what's the real story behind the Bible's most controversial book? Why were so many early Christians terrified of it? The answer isn't a conspiracy. It's a complicated, messy, and absolutely fascinating history of doubt, debate, and discovery. Let's get into it. Section 1. Deconstructing the myth. First, we have to get one thing straight. This idea of a perfect original master copy locked in a vault? It's a modern fantasy. That's just not how ancient texts worked. There was no master file saved to a heavenly cloud. Books were copied by hand, one at a time, by different scribes in scattered communities all across the Roman Empire. Think less like a printing press and more like a global game of telephone played out over hundreds of years. Every new copy was a chance for a new error, a small change, or even an intentional fix. The Book of Revelation is the poster child for this messy process. Of all the books in the New Testament, it has one of the highest numbers of textual variations compared to how many manuscripts have survived. This doesn't point to a cover-up, it points to a book that had a really rough start. It was copied far less than the Gospels or Paul's letters, and its bizarre, often terrifying imagery made a lot of early church leaders deeply uncomfortable. So we're not looking for a single hidden book. We're looking for a trail of breadcrumbs left by scribes, scholars, and theologians who wrestled with this text for centuries. The real mystery isn't what the Vatican is hiding, but why this book was so divisive from the moment it was written. The real secrets of Revelation aren't locked away. They're written in the margins and variations of the ancient manuscripts themselves. Section 2. The Hunt for the Earliest Copies.